Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Luna tries to tell RJ the truth and Hope pushes Deacon to end things with Sheila. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Zend and Poppy discuss Luna and RJ. RJ tries to reassure Luna, and Deacon breaks Sheila's heart. At the beach house, RJ can see Luna is upset and asks if he did something wrong. Luna assures him that she's not upset with him. He asks then what, and what happened last night she thinks he needs to know about. She cries he has no idea how much she wishes she'd have come back here with him last night instead of staying at that party. He says he missed her last night, and is that what she's upset about? He promises they'll have more nights together. Luna looks down, and again he asks if he did something wrong. She insists he didn't and flashes to waking up confused in Zen's bed. RJ begs Luna to tell him what's wrong and wonders if this is about her first time and having regrets. Luna has regrets, but not about him. RJ says he is so in love with her, and if it were up to him, they'd never spend another moment apart. He loves her and nothing will change that. Luna says what they have means the world to her, and she never wants to lose him. He promises she won't, and they embrace. In the Forrester design office, Zend can't stop thinking about the night before with Luna. Suddenly Poppy arrives and demands to know what happened last night with her daughter. Zend swears he would never take advantage of anyone, and he thought Luna was into him, and it's all because of her mints. Poppy thinks back to her and Zend trying to convince Luna not to tell RJ. Poppy feels terrible about what happened, and now Luna may tell RJ about it and risk everything they have together. Zenda says this will end Luna and RJ. He knows RJ and this will be a deal breaker because it involves him. He fears Luna is about to lose everything because of her damn mints. She knows he thinks she's a terrible mother, but he says he doesn't know her at all. However, he knows Luna, who is amazing, and she had a lot to do with that. However, she is careless and irresponsible. Poppy says he doesn't have to tell her and she is sorry about what happened. She can't accept that this horrible and innocent mistake could ruin RJ and Luna's relationship. Hope visits Deacon at Il Giardino. She misses her dad, and begs him to end things with Sheila. She asks if he doesn't miss her and the kids, and he does. Sheila listens in as Hope asks how he can choose a psychopath over his family. She cries she loves him, and he loves her too. She asks why he has to choose the one thing that is driving a wedge between them. She begs her dad to put an end to it. Sheila joins them, and says she couldn't help but overhear. Deacon asks where she went to, and she says she went to see someone from her past. No one important. Sheila tells Hope she's sorry she doesn't like seeing her with her father, but they love one another. She asks Hope to give her a chance. Hope refuses. She doesn't believe she's changed and is pulling one over on her father. She tells her father she will fight for their family and she won't lose him to Sheila. Sheila says she can prove to Hope she's changed if she gives her a chance, but Hope won't. Hope says if she wants to prove she's changed, then walk away from her father. She says if Sheila loves her father as she claims she does, then she'll see this is costing him a relationship with his daughter and grandchildren. Deacon tells Hope right now he needs to speak to Sheila alone. Hope walks off, and Sheila tells him not to let Hope get to him. Don't let her come between them. Deacon says he's not doing that, and Sheila is relieved. She says he sticks by her, he always has, and it's one of the reasons she fell in love with him. She can't wait to tell the world that he proposed. Deacon is worried how this engagement will affect Hope, and that he might never see his daughter or grandkids again. Sheila asks if he's saying he doesn't want to marry her. He says not yet, not now. Sheila asks, not ever. Deacon doesn't want to hurt her, but he can't keep ignoring what Hope is saying. Sheila tells him, you don't want to hurt me, but just did. She walks away. Luna stood in front of RJ, her heart pounding furiously against her ribcage. She knew she couldn't delay this conversation any longer. She had been carrying the weight of her secret for far too long, and it was time to unburden herself, no matter the consequences. RJ, she began, her voice trembling slightly. There's something I need to tell you. Something important. RJ looked up from his work, his brow furrowing in concern at the seriousness in Luna's tone. What is it, Luna? You look like you've seen a ghost. Luna took a deep breath, gathering her thoughts before she spoke. It's about us, RJ. About our relationship. RJ's expression softened, and he reached out to take Luna's hand in his. "Whatever it is, Luna, we can face it together. You know that, right?" Luna felt a lump form in her throat at RJ's words. How could she possibly tell him the truth without tearing their relationship apart? But she knew she had to do it. She owed him that much. "RJ, I've been keeping something from you," Luna confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. RJ's grip on her hand tightened, his eyes searching hers for answers. "What is it, Luna? You can tell me anything." Luna took another deep breath, her heart racing as she prepared to reveal the truth. I'm not who you think I am, RJ. My name isn't Luna. It's actually." But before Luna could finish her sentence, the sound of footsteps approaching interrupted her confession. Luna turned to see Hope, her best friend, walking towards them with a determined look on her face. "Luna, RJ, we need to talk," Hope said, her voice urgent. RJ glanced between Luna and Hope, confusion evident on his face. "What's going on? Is everything okay?" Hope took a deep breath, steeling herself for what she was about to say. "It's about Deacon and Sheila. I've been keeping something from you both, and I can't do it anymore." Luna's heart sank as Hope spoke. She knew exactly what Hope was about to reveal, and she dreaded the fallout that would inevitably follow. "Hope, what are you talking about?" RJ asked, his voice tinged with concern. Hope looked at Luna, silently pleading for her support. Luna nodded, steeling herself for the storm that was about to break. "RJ, Deacon and Sheila. They're having an affair," Hope confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. RJ's eyes widened in shock, his hand dropping from Luna's, as the weight of Hope's words sank in. "What? No, that can't be true. Deacon would never do something like that." Hope shook her head, tears welling up in her eyes. "I wish it weren't true, RJ, but I've seen them together. I've heard them talking. They're betraying you, both of you." Luna watched as RJ's expression hardened, his jaw clenched in anger. She knew he was struggling to process the revelation, just as she was struggling to find the courage to tell him her own secret. "We have to confront them," RJ said, his voice low and dangerous. Hope nodded, her own resolve firming. "Yes, we do. It's time to put an end to this once and for all." As Luna listened to Hope and RJ making plans to confront Deacon and Sheila, she felt a sense of guilt wash over her. Here they were dealing with the fallout of someone else's betrayal, while she still couldn't find the courage to confess her own secret to RJ. But as they walked towards Deacon and Sheila's office, Luna made a silent vow to herself. No matter what happened, no matter how much it scared her, she would tell RJ the truth. She owed him that much. Meanwhile, across town, Hope stood outside Deacon's apartment building, steeling herself for what she was about to do. She had spent the entire night tossing and turning, unable to shake the feeling of dread that had settled over her since she discovered Deacon's betrayal. But now, as she stood on the doorstep, she knew she couldn't ignore it any longer. She had to confront Deacon and put an end to their relationship once and for all. Taking a deep breath, Hope rang the doorbell and waited. Moments later, the door swung open to reveal Deacon standing on the other side, a surprised look on his face. "Hope, what are you doing here?" Deacon asked, his voice tinged with concern. Hope didn't waste any time beating around the bush. She knew she had to get straight to the point. "We need to talk, Deacon. It's about us." Deacon's expression darkened as he stepped aside to let Hope into the apartment. "What's going on, Hope? You're scaring me." Hope took a seat on the couch, her hands trembling in her lap as she struggled to find the right words. "I know about you and Sheila, Deacon. I know about the affair." Deacon's eyes widened in shock, his face paling at Hope's words. How did you find out?" Hope took a deep breath, steeling herself for the confrontation that was about to unfold. "It doesn't matter how I found out, Deacon. What matters is that it's over. I can't be with someone who would betray me like this." Deacon took a step towards Hope, his expression pleading. "Hope, please. It's not what you think. I can explain." But Hope shook her head, tears streaming down her face as she stood up to face Deacon. "I don't want to hear it, Deacon. I'm done. We're done." With that, Hope turned and walked out of the apartment, leaving Deacon standing alone in the living room, his heart heavy with regret. As Hope stepped out onto the street, she felt a sense of relief wash over her. She had finally ended things with Deacon, and while it hadn't been easy, she knew it was the right decision. Now all that was left was to support Luna as she prepared to tell RG the truth, and as she walked back towards Luna's apartment, Hope couldn't help but feel a sense of hope for the future. Despite the pain and betrayal they had endured, she knew that they would get through it together, stronger than ever before.